Road crews out working to clear the streets. Snow still falling across the state. The storm has dropped more than half a foot in some areas. Police responded to countless crashes.
Yeah, there are travel advisories in place in every county in Indiana, and school closings, of course, are scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So let's head straight over to Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey for the very latest. Marcus.
And still snowing, guys, and I think we've got another couple of hours before we can finally write this one off. So we're tacking on the numbers. We're already as high as 7 inches of snow here in Indianapolis, officially at the airport. And that's on top of what we already picked up from early this morning, and we may tack on another 1, 2, 3 inches before it's all said and done. It's a live look on I-65 just northwest of downtown, kind of a ghost town, which is a good thing. We don't want to see a lot of people out on the roads. It is just tough going here late this evening. Live look at Storm Tracker is quiet. We're starting to see some breaks in the snow in southwestern Indiana. So a light at the end of the tunnel. We're getting there. But I think we still have a couple of hours to deal with these heavy rates of snow that you see here in green. That's indicating the heavier rates moving to the north and east. It starts to lighten up when you get down toward Bloomfield and Bloomington, down toward Owen County, and then it really dries out once you get past Greene County, and that's where we'll finally start to quiet things down overnight. You can see the dry air spilling into southwestern Indiana. It has stopped snowing in southern Illinois and western Kentucky, so that is heading our way. But as you'll see here on Futurecast in just a second, it's going to take some time to get there. 10 right now in Plainfield, Greenwood at 12, Fishers at 11. It is cold. We will finish with 9 to 12 inches when this is all said and done. And we're already pretty close to that number in a lot of spots. There could be, in extreme cases, some isolated areas as high as 13 inches of snow. I think those will be few and far between. But we've already seen some people getting to that 10-inch mark already. We may tack on maybe 2 or 3 more. You could get to that mark. Coming up, we're going to talk about the snow timing. I think probably around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, we dry things out. But we still have some winds and blowing and drifting and maybe even another storm system that we have to keep an eye on. It's all in my 8-day forecast coming your way in just a few minutes.
Oh, boy. All right, Marcus, thank you. We'll see you soon. As we have seen, the roads really still nasty. Dan Klein and Sierra Hignite continue our team coverage. We start with Dan. He's in Shelby County. Dan, what are you seeing, sir?
Yeah, well, let's talk about conditions here. Again, a lot of wind, still a lot of snow accumulating, and I'm going to show you kind of what I'm talking about. If you kind of take a look here, I'm going to kind of try to kick out into the snow, and you can sort of see, I mean, there's a good inch that's just packed down onto the ground. All right, now if I come over here, and then you can take a look at just how deep it goes as this has been pushed by plows over here, and we're right to the edge of the road, and you can actually even see some cars driving over to the interstate. And you know, take a look if you can see that car going by, and I mean, there's just no pavement that you can see at all on the road at this hour, and that is a big change from what we saw this afternoon. So where there was one nice lane of traffic, we could drive right along and at a slow pace, giving yourself plenty of stopping distance, and really it wasn't a problem, no slick spots. That is not the case anymore. And if you take a look at some of the video we shot earlier, a lot of snow plows are out, but they're just not able to keep up with it. The EMA director here in Shelby County, Ryan Hansen, tells me it's just a losing battle. There's not enough snow plows. There's too many miles of roadway in this county to make it work. And so as this snow continues to fall, they just can't keep up. They're fighting a losing battle. He estimates they have about 6 inches of snow on the ground right now, but at places with all this wind, it's drifting up to 2 feet. So people need to be careful, and certainly if there's no need to be out there, please just stay at home. And thankfully, as we've noticed, not a lot of cars on the road. We've seen a few plows come past, a few people on the interstate, but not a lot at this hour, and that is certainly very good as it's, you know, past 10:30 at night. Conditions also worsening up in Hamilton County, and that's where Sierra Hignite is giving an update as well. Sierra, what are you seeing up in Hamilton County?
Yeah, Dan, a similar story here. We know that snow continuing to fall, the wind certainly still kicking into gear here, and snow falling quickly. So the plows are still struggling here in Hamilton County as well. Look behind me. This is the ramp to get onto 465, and just within the last 30 minutes or so, we saw 3 plows next to each other making their way here on this ramp. So you know they're hard at work, but you can see there in the lights That's a lot of snow coming down, and that is what they are up against tonight. It's what they've been up against all evening, which is what's making it so difficult. Even with a full call out, with all their trucks out, these cities and these counties are struggling to get the snow off the ground fast enough to let drivers get through. And even when we were driving to this live shot tonight within the last hour, we took Meridian Street up north from downtown Indianapolis, and the roads were still in terrible condition there. We at one point went up a hill and there were 3 cars that were slid off in different directions because they couldn't make it up the hill, even with, you know, the momentum from driving up the street. So it's very important to be cautious, and that's kind of what drivers have been dealing with all day. Take a look at this video. This is from earlier this afternoon in Hamilton County, and just the snow was covering the roads even after plows had been through. It almost seemed immediate. After the plow would go through, snow would just cover it again. Our footprints even were fully covered up within 30 minutes. So that just really shows you how heavy the snow is coming down, and with that drifting, the effect that it has, because you have to think as these plows are coming through, you still have the sidewalks and kind of the grassy areas to the side where that wind is just pushing the snow back over, which is why the EMA director here says they're not hopeful that the roads are going to be cleared tonight, but they're going to do the best that they can to continue to clear the roads in hopes of having a better chance tomorrow morning of road conditions being better, especially as Marcus says the snow is supposed to stop in the early morning hours, hopefully allowing these road crews to finally get on top of the situation and clear off the streets. However, it is important for the rest of the night, as we've said all day today, stay off the roads if you can. They are dangerous. Even if you have a vehicle that has 4-wheel drive, there's other vehicles that aren't, and that's who we're seeing slide all over the roadways. So stay home if you can. Hopefully the situation will be better in the morning. Reporting in Hamilton County, I'm Sierra Hignite, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Sierra, thank you. In this dangerous weather, know what's coming with the Wish TV weather app. It gives you quick, easy access to current conditions, an hour-by-hour forecast, and live interactive radar. It's free. Just head to your app store to download it.